Hello, public speaking class. This is Utaro, and I have a question. I'm wondering if you've ever been in the situation where you're at a restaurant and you notice that the waiter or waitress right off the bat treats a customer better or worse, likely just based on how that customer is dressed or how they present themselves. I've definitely been on both sides of that, where I've treated someone better or worse. Totally unnecessary for me, but it happens. And I think a lot of us do that too, where we accidentally judge a book based on its cover. And it's unfortunate, but we can use that to our advantage, because from that we learn that first impressions are really important, that you can change the perspective of someone and just direct how your interaction will go based on how you present yourself. And one of my favorite ways to switch that up is just based on how I dress. So for example, by wearing a tie, it helps me pull out the more and showcase the bold and professional side of me, especially important for things like business meetings. This tie right now, the knot I have on it is called a full Windsor. It looks like this, and it looks clean, and it's not hard at all. It's my favorite knot, honestly. I like to show you how it's done. We'll start off with the anatomy of a tie. Just one long thing. It's thinner on one end, it's wider on the other, and it's got stitching on one side. You want to keep that stitching towards you, because if you show it to the world, it might kind of look a little silly. So you swing it over your neck. I usually pop my collar like this to make space. And the short end, for this tie at least, takes about, I'd say about 2.5 fists or so before it hits your neck. So somewhere around here, 2.5, that looks about good. So we'll hang it on to that short end. Two things when you're watching this. Just keep your eye on this wide side, because that's all I'll be talking about. And don't really mind which hand goes where. Just keep track of this wide side. So the wide goes over, and after it goes over, you pull it through this little hoop that you just made here. So from under, pull it through the hoop. So it looks like this. You cross under the whole thing, and you pull it through the hole again from over, and you cross over, and finally you pull the tie through the hole and through this little pocket you just made. Pull it a little bit just to make sure it's firm. And the short end, now you can tug on it just to get this closer to your neck. You can pop your collar down. And look at that, you're done. So when you're done, the tie should end about where your belt would lie. A little over, a little under. It's a stylistic choice. This looks about good, so I'm happy with it. So that's a full Windsor knot. Next time you have like a wedding, or if your work sends you to a networking event or something, or if you want to just go out in the town and look a little nicer, now you know how to do a full Windsor knot. Hope you have a good day.